Hello hockey fans, welcome back to this U21 women's division matchup between Team Canada and Great Britain. Right now the Canadians are up 2-0 on the British. I'll get you those goal scorers after the first intermission. Right now we're ready for a face-off. So the Canadians on a penalty kill here. Great Britain with 55 seconds left on their power play as the ball went into the goalie's glove. Battle behind the boards. Canadian forward giving the Great Britain defenseman the business there. Oh, good move. Walks out in front, tries the backhander. Good save there by the Great Britain netminder. So the first goal was scored by Sydney Paymont, and the second goal was scored by Nayla Vigneault-Sargent. 2-0 Canada, as Great Britain just took a penalty there. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 16 seconds. 12:13 elapsed here in the first period of this U21 women's division. In beautiful Liberec, Czech Republic, Canada has clearly been the class of the U21 division thus far, having beaten their other three opponents, the US, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. So they're looking to go 4-0 in the round robin here. 5 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then the Canadians will go on the power play. That was a cross-checking call on the Great Britain player. So Canada now on the power play. Faulkner with it at the point, blocked by Great Britain out in front. Ball caromed into the corner where it's picked up by Canada, trying to circle out in front. No passing lane there. And Canada buries a goal here as the Great Britain defense looked like they had a breakdown, let the Canadian player walk in all alone. And she picked the top corner to make it 3-0 Canada. So a power play goal with just over 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. Let's see if Great Britain can get an answer here. Canada has showed a lot of poise and finesse throughout their games. A lot of set plays have resulted in goals, and that was another one. So that was Cassie Drover with Canada's third goal. Canadians back applying pressure now. That's Jaime Guy with the ball. Throws it in, caroms off the side of the net, picked up by Anna Brownridge. Canada back along the boards. She has an open player in front. That was number 16 with a great wrist shot. Good save by the Great Britain netminder there. Turnaround shot goes wide. That was Allison Thomas with a good look at the net there on the wrist shot. Ball shot cross floor, picked up by Great Britain. They're going to dump it in and try and beat Canada to the ball, but one thing Canada has showed, they have speed on this team. As number 4, Arden Harishko, beat the Great Britain forward to the ball. Dumped back in by Great Britain, into the corner, picked up by Brooke Lannon. Lannon does a nice turnaround. That's the captain, Lannon, with the ball. Advances it forward up to Thomas. Thomas poke checked it past the Great Britain defender. Now down into the corner where she's got a battle on her hands, but she does have an opening, throws it in front. And that ball is swallowed up by Caitlin Woolley, the Great Britain netminder. So face off to the left of Woolley. 45 seconds remaining here in the opening period. Canada up 3-0 over Great Britain. Bit of a loose ball there at the blue line, finally picked up by Canada. Good look at the net there by number 47. And they end up burying it. So Canada, with 30 seconds left in the opening period, goes up 4-0. That was Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, who had the initial shot and buried her own rebound. Head coach of Great Britain trying to offer some encouragement to her team. She knows she's got a tall order on this one. So that's Sargent's second goal as we enter the last 20 seconds here of the opening period. Shot by number 21, Kaylin Wilson, swallowed up by Woolley. Great Britain and Canada going to get some fresh legs out here. 13 seconds left in the opening period. Canada leading 4-0. Ball chipped back behind the net by Team Canada. 5 seconds left in the period, and that should just about do it here as both teams work along the boards. And that's the end of the first. Canada up 4-0. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Berhanowitz. Happy to have everybody back home showing their support both in Canada and Great Britain for these amazing young ladies here in the women's U21 division, the 2023 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships in Liberec, Czech Republic. I'm going to head over to the scorers table here during the 5-minute intermission and get the assists on all 4 Canada goals. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thanks. Okay, fans, welcome back. We're going to be starting the second period here with Team Canada up 4-0 over Great Britain. I was able to visit the scores table, and I'll give you a recap of these goal scorers here. So the first goal for Canada was Sydney Paymont, assisted by Maggie Rosabelle Pugosa and Jenny Simpson. The second goal was Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, assisted again by Maggie Rosabelle Pugosa and Jenny Simpson. The third goal was number 77, Cassie Drover, assisted by Jenny Simpson. And then your fourth goal was Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, assisted by Jessie Zikowitz. So Jenny Thompson has 4 points on the game already, and Nayla Vigneault-Sargent has 2 goals. So let's see if Great Britain could get something going here in the second period, as Canada really controlled the flow and the pace of the play throughout that entire first period. I had a chance to visit with the Canadian GM, Daniel Close, and talking about how this team was selected and what some of their focus was on, and she mentioned depth. They feel like they have scorers on every line, and certainly that was evident in the United States game, as Canada had 6 different goal scorers in the United States game. Another thing that they talked about was the coaching, and head coach Chris Dvorkiak, really a calming influence on the bench for these young ladies. And the GM Daniel Close talked about his ability to implement systems, and that's been their focus throughout the training camp. But it's been evident here as Canada has gone 3-0 in the round robin. They certainly had a lot of set plays, and the players have followed their coaching, looking to work the system and let the system do the work. And certainly at the World Championship level, it's very hard to stick handle and rely on one player to work their way through an entire opposing team to put balls in the back of the net. So when you have a good system with good coaches, this is what happens. You end up with a team that goes 3-0 in the round robin and has been able to win some close games as Canada gets another opportunity on net. So Canada has locked up the #1 seed in the round robin. They'll face the #4 team, which is looking like it's going to be the United States, as the Czechs and the Slovaks are battling for second and third right now. Canada with the ball behind the net, circling back out front, being harangued by a Great Britain defender. And I believe we're going to get a penalty here, as the referee has her hand up. And yep, it's a penalty coming, as the Canadian netminder is heading towards the bench. Let's see what the call is on. Slashing. So that's number 14, Jasmine Danielle, who's going to go sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes for Great Britain and give the Canadians a chance to extend their lead here, as they're up 4-0 with a minute elapsed in the second period. Another thing that the GM Daniel Close talked about was having multiple players who can play on the power play. They don't necessarily have one particular scorer that they're relying on for the power play. It's really a system, as I mentioned before, as evidenced by the number of goal scorers they had. And even here in this game, they've had 3 different goal scorers thus far in the first 4 goals. Let's see what they can do here on this power play. Canada's got number 19, Renee Faulkner, quarterbacking it. She has an assist in this game, thrown in down low. Over to the corner, back to Faulkner. Throws it down low, one-timer coming up, shot went wide. Good set play there. That was number 85, Maya Irvine, with that quick clapper off the one-timer that went just wide. Shot, oh, great save by the Great Britain netminder. Went down into the butterfly very quick, and Caitlin Woolley able to get the pad stop. Keep it 4-0. Canada working. Shot. Another pad save by Woolley. Canada regains possession. Up along the boards. Canada being patient, looking for that one-timer. Another pad stop by Woolley. Loose ball. Referee loses sight of it. Blows the whistle. A little bit of jostling after the whistle there, as the referees rush in to separate the players. So Canada's going to get a whole set of fresh legs out as will the Great Britain team. 2:25 gone by in the second period here. 4-0 Canada with 40 seconds remaining on the woman advantage. Lanone, number 10 in front of me here with the ball. Throws a wrist shot in. Went off of a body in front. Looked like it hit one of the goal scorers there, Vignal Sargent. Off to the left of Woolley. That's 17 immediately to my left, Jesse Zikowitz. Ball goes deep, Vignal Sargent corrals it up. Has her head up, looking to make the play, now puts it down, tries to circle back, walks out in front, shot went wide. Looks like it just missed over the crossbar there. Woolley didn't give her much to look at, she took an extra step out there to cut down the angle. Still battling along the boards, referee is yelling to move it, but it looks like a player lost their footing and the ball ended up beneath them, so we're going to get a whistle here as we are at even strength now. So Great Britain getting some fresh legs out. 3:13 gone by in the second period. Looks like Canada's going to put number 91 Megan Carnegie out on defense along with number 6 Brooke Tuba. You see number 24 Julia Butler squaring up to take the draw for Team Canada. Butler wins it back. Faulkner with a good stick check to keep the ball in the air. Drover with it. Drover sends it into the corner, now back behind the net. Canada being patient, looking for an opportunity. Butler centers it. Great save again by Woolley. Butler with a nice low one-timer, but Woolley there with the pad stop. Drover has it. And it trickles through. I don't believe that Woolley saw that one as she had a screen in front. And that was Maggie Rosabelle Pugosa with her first goal. That'll give her 3 points so far as she had 2 assists. Great Britain surrounding their netminder here. Not sure if there's an issue with the netminder. I know that in the game yesterday that I called, Woolley had some issues with overheating and she had to be replaced in the end of the second period. This arena is warm. You know, the doors are open, but there's not a lot of air circulation, and certainly with all the players and fans in attendance, a lot of body heat being generated. So tough for these goalies. With all that heavy equipment on, they certainly got to maintain their hydration levels, and the amount of attempts that Canada is throwing on net here. Caitlin Woolley's obviously going to have her work cut out for her. One thing about goalies, when you're playing in these World Championship level events and you go up against a powerhouse like Canada and you're on an up-and-coming team like Great Britain, you're going to face a lot of shot attempts. So even though a shot doesn't necessarily make it to you, you still have to go up and down. And carrying all that equipment, it wears on you fairly quickly, folks. I'm a goaltender myself. And you're going down 40, 50 times a game. For those who've never been in that, you'd be surprised how quickly that can wear on you. So Canada, another shot on net. And as an example, there's 3 times in the last 30 seconds that Woolley had to go up and down, even though those weren't shots on net, they're attempts. They're going to take the toll as this game wears on. So 4:45 has elapsed here in the second period. 5-0 Canada, circling the net. Canadian player loses their footing. Great Britain desperately trying to get it clear here to give Woolley a breather. They do manage to corral it. Let's see if they get it out. They can't. Good keep in at the line there. Canada with it. That's number 4, Arden Harisko. Harisko taken down. No call. As we get a stoppage of play. And Woolley again taking her helmet off, trying to get some fresh air. So 5:09 has elapsed in the second period here. It's 5-0 Team Canada over Great Britain. Canada has already assured themselves in the number 1 seed in the round robin, having defeated the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and the United States. This is their final round robin game. Great Britain, if they can somehow manage to get something going here, take the pressure off of Woolley to give her a bit of a breather. She has faced a lot of shot attempts. So they're going to need to support her goaltender to prevent Team Canada from letting this one get out of hand as Canada walks it back in. Finally gets it clear. And there's no flooring call here, waved off by the referees. Canada battling with the Great Britain player who manages to make a steal, throws it out in front, but the Great Britain forward was not in position there to get a stick on it. And that would have been number 76, Isabel Bennett, who would have had an opportunity. But Canada was in good position. They forced that pass wide. It's a very fundamentally sound team. As number 7, Anna Brownridge, comes screaming past me as Price from Great Britain gives chase. Canada in the corner, setting it up. Another pad stop by Woolley. And the referee blows the play. We'll get a face-off to the left of Woolley. 6:25 gone by, 5-0 Canada. Over the British. Great Britain getting some fresh legs out there. It looks like Trussell is going to come out with center to take the draw. One back by Canada over to the leading goal scorer so far for Team Canada, Naila Vigneault-Sargent. She's got 2 in this one. Looking for the hat trick. Back behind the net. Canada trying to get it out front. Player loses her footing. Ball caroms up into the boards. Knife down along the boards low there by Jenny Simpson, who has 4 assists. And Canada's 5 goals, Simpson showing up to play today. Great Britain still having trouble getting the ball out. A lot of support for the British here from their fans in attendance that have journeyed across the English Channel in Northern Europe to come support them here in Liberec. And we're going to get a whistle. I see a Great Britain player holding themselves down on the ground, referee checking to make sure they're okay. Looks like she is as she's getting up. Might have just taken a hard fall there. So she's going to come off for a substitution. Nope, waving her off. That was Morgan Walker that took that hard fall but waved off the substitution. So let's see. Pad save off of a shot from Carnegie, number 91. Woolley holding the fort down, trying to keep this one respectable at 5-0. And now we get a set of fresh legs from the British. And we have the referee putting her hand up. I thought I heard a whistle, and yes, I did. So we're going to have another draw here. Face off to the right of Woolley. One back cleanly by Canada, Vigneault-Sargent. Fiddles and diddles, daddles and doodles. Makes an amazing centering pass over there to number 12, Jenny Simpson, the one with 4 assists. Simpson shot the ball wide. And we have the play being blown dead. I don't see the referee's arm up for a call. I'm going to say that that was a hand pass there. So Canada getting some fresh legs out. Canada having no problem winning the draw here against the British. Ball centered out in front, nobody there to answer it, but it bounces back to the Canadian defenseman. That's Ashley Haley with it. Over to number 77, Cassie Drover. She's one of the goal scorers for Canada. Drover behind the net, trying to make something happen. Gets a cycle going with number 24, Julia Butler. And then right back to Drover, who shot it wide. Looked like she had a lot of net to look at there. And here's a centering pass out in front. Oh, off the crossbar, up into the netting. That was Maggie Rosabelle Pugosa. Another one of the Canadian goal scorers, and as I mentioned earlier, talking with GM Danielle Close, Canada has a lot of depth on this team. They have a lot of players who can put the ball in the back of the net, and that was one of the fundamentals that she was looking for on this team, with depth. Referee drops the ball, one back by Canada. Over to Faulkner here, directly in front of me. Faulkner centers it. Takes the pass back. Faulkner over to her partner. Butler throws it in front. Was looking for Drover, but Drover was not in position to receive that. Canada keeps it in. Great Britain struggling to get the ball out. Now they do. But immediately it's picked up by Irvine. Throws it up along the boards. 8:50 elapsed in the second period here. Dumped in by Butler. She's certainly got some wheels. Forces the wraparound where it's intercepted by Canada. That's number 18, Sandrine Mignot-Geoffroy. Geoffroy. Throws a backhander. Pad save again by Drover. It's 5-0 Canada, but can't really put any of these on the Great Britain netminder, Caitlin Woolley. She's certainly been in great position throughout this game, doing her absolute best to keep this one respectable against a powerhouse like Team Canada. Great Britain, an up-and-coming program here in the ISBHF, and certainly we tip our caps to them for sending a team to compete with 4 teams that have a lot of experience at these world events in Canada, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, and the United States. And Great Britain has to start somewhere, and this is one of those tournaments where they're going to look to build a foundation. As Canada gets a breakout going, number 4 drops it, and the ball trickles. Another save by Woolley. That was Mignot-Geoffroy who got that shot off. And we're going to get business here in the middle of the rink, but the referee, no call, as number 10 for Canada, the captain, Brooke Lannon, seemed a little upset. Somebody on Great Britain that was giving her the business. She's being consoled by her teammates there. I'm not sure if she took a slash. Something happened. She's very upset as the ball trickles out in front. Rifled back down in by Canada. Picked up by Great Britain. Set back up along the boards. Picked up by number 91, Carnegie. Ball goes off of a foot of a Great Britain player. Centered. Attempted clear, kept in at the point by Carnegie, and now Great Britain able to get the clear. Canada making one change, and Great Britain's making one change as well. 10:45 elapsed. Oh, here's a good look for Canada. Shot off the pipe! But the rebound goes right to a Canadian player's stick, and Canada makes it 6-0. So that initial shot was Anna Brownridge, and it looks like Zikowicz was the one who buried that. Arden Horisko. So we are going to get a substitution here in net. A lot of cheers from both the Canadian fans, Canadian players, and everybody in attendance for the Great Britain netminder, Caitlin Woolley, as she comes off, having done a tremendous job. I mean, she must have faced 40 shot attempts here. Probably made close to 30 saves. Simpson with it. So that was Arden Garishko on the goal to make it 6-0 Canada. Was Jesse Zikowicz on the assist. So my suspicions were correct here about the Great Britain netminder overheating there on net in the very warm and humid arena, as Woolley was assisted to by our training staff, trying to get some cooling going on over there. They're wrapping her up in some ice cold towels and trying to make sure she's hydrated. Hats off to Woolley for doing everything she could to keep her team in this and keep this one respectable. Canada whacking at it, still loose, and they find the back of the net. So that's going to be a hat trick for Nayla Vigneault-Sargent. She gets goal number 7 as Scarlett Ward, or pardon me, that is not Scarlett Ward, that's Tegan Hyatt in net for Great Britain. So hat trick for Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, make it 7-0 off the rebound. During the intermission, I'll visit the scores table again and get you the assists. I know the family, friends, and supporters of Team Canada want to know who's putting the ball in the back of the net and who's helping the players put the ball in the back of the net. So I'll get you those names and numbers during the intermission. 7-0 Canada here in the beautiful city of Liberec, Czech Republic. Canada has secured the number 1 seed. They've already beaten the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and the United States. Great Britain trying to keep this one respectable. As they are going to fail to make the medal round since they already lost to the United States, and this is their final round-robin game. Shot on net. Good positional save there off the redirect by Tegan Hyatt. 12:27 elapsed, so approximately 2.5 minutes remaining here. In the second period, Canada up 7-0 over Great Britain. Referee's hand up. I don't see a call being made. Perhaps we have a hand pass or illegal face-off here. Referees are going to discuss it. Yeah, it looks like an illegal face-off. Somebody up to the zone too quickly. A little bit overzealous there. Battle along the boards there, picked up by Canada. That's number 2, Jaime Guy. Still a battle along the boards there as the Canadian player loses her footing. Captain Brooke Manon threw a backhander on that, intercepted by the Great Britain defense. And we're going to get a forecheck going here. I apologize, folks. This is not Great Britain's last match. They are playing tomorrow against the Czech Republic. So if they can win that one, potentially they might have a chance to make the round robin over the United States. Although, based on how the games have gone so far, that's going to be a tall order for this up-and-coming Great Britain team. I mean, they've certainly shown heart and a lot of determination, but at the end of the day, going up against 4 teams that have a lot of experience in these tournaments with the U.S., Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Canada, it's tough for an up-and-coming team like Great Britain to pull off an upset. But hey, stranger things have happened. You never know. I'm sure all the fans at home will remain optimistic that maybe Great Britain can do a number on the Czech Republic, get their first victory of this tournament. That game tomorrow is at 11 a.m. local time. So with the 6-hour time difference, that'll be a 5 a.m. start. If anybody in North America wants to wake up and watch that match. I know U.S. and Slovakia is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Also 11 a.m. local start time. So 2 minutes for cross-checking on Great Britain, puts Canada back on the power play. Less than a minute to go here in the second period. Canada already up 7-0. Probably just going to try and work the system here. And I imagine the coach is emphasizing that to his players, that it's very important that they focus on the system here, being up 7-0, than it is getting a goal, because when they enter the medal round, they're going to need to work this system against their other more skilled opponents. So Great Britain playing a box defense here. Ball goes off the glass, right to the stick of the Canadian player. That's Faulkner here at the point in front of me. Faulkner, a little pitch and catch. Thrown in front, and Great Britain's going to get it clear, and that should do it here in the second period as there are 5 seconds left. And this one is going to go into the intermission, 7-0 Canada. I will head over to the scorers table and get you all the names and numbers for the goal scorers and the assists here for Team Canada. So 7-0, 5-minute intermission. We'll be back at the start of the third. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Pekanowicz. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the start of the third in 5 minutes. All right, fans, welcome back to Liberec, Czech Republic for the start of the third. Canada up 7-0. As promised, I visited the scorers table. I know the fans at home want to know who's putting the ball in the back of the net and who's helping those players get the ball in the back of the net. So let's recap all of the scoring here. First goal for Canada was Sydney Payment, assisted by Pugosa and Simpson. The second goal was Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, assisted by Pugosa and Simpson. The third goal was Cassie Drover, assisted by Renee Faulkner. The fourth goal was Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, assisted by Jessie Zikowitz and Jenny Simpson. The fifth goal was Maggie Roosevelt Pugosa, assisted by Cassie Drover. The sixth goal was Jessie Zikowitz, assisted by Arden Harishko. And the seventh and last goal for the hat trick was Nayla Vigneault-Sargent, assisted by Jessie Zikowitz. And also Hannah E. So a lot of scores here for Canada, and that was one of the things I discussed during the intermission with the GM of the Canadian team, Danielle Close. It's the focus of how she wanted to build the team is make sure they had depth and have a lot of players that can put the ball in the back of the net. And it's certainly been evident here in this tournament as Canada is about to go 4-0, barring a miracle comeback from this up-and-coming Great Britain team. In terms of scoring leaders for this game, you have Simpson with 4 assists. Then you have Nayla Vigneault-Sargent with the hat trick, and Jessie Zikowitz has 3 points with a goal and 2 assists, as does Maggie Roosevelt Pugosa, who has a goal and 2 assists. So 1 minute, 30 seconds gone by here in the third period. Ball up along the boards. Great Britain looking to get some sustained pressure here as they are on the power play. Canadians were assessed a delay of game penalty for being laid out of the locker room. Not something we see every day, but referees are trying to follow a tight schedule, and you certainly don't want to set a precedent of letting teams decide when they want to mosey on up out of their own locker rooms. Ball stuck between a couple of players' foot there. Referee yelling at them, move it, move it. I don't see the ball being moved, and we do end up getting a whistle here. So both teams going to make what look like a full set of line changes as we get set for the face-off. To the left of the second goalkeeper of the day for Great Britain, Tegan Hyatt, after she subbed in for Caitlin Woolley, who did a simply outstanding job. Again, must have faced 35 to 40 shot attempts and made somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 saves, if I had to guess. I mean, even though she let in 5 goals, it was just nothing she could do about it. So hats off to her as Canada walks it in back in front. Waffle save there by the aforementioned Tegan Hyatt, but the ball is intercepted. Here's Wilson streaking down the right side. Shot finds the back of the net through the 5-hole. Canada goes up 8-0. Honestly, folks, if I had to guess, I'd probably say Tegan Hyatt's already faced 15, maybe 18 shots herself and probably 25 shot attempts, which, as I discussed earlier, it's hard for a goalie when you're in a warm arena and you're just facing a lot of sustained pressure. Even if the shot goes wide, you may have to go down and get back up again. Believe me when I tell you that wears on you as Canada buries another one here. Make it 9-0. I know the assist on that one came from number 16, Allison Thomas. And as soon as this player turns around, I'll get you the goal scorer. It looks like number 4, Arden Harishko, puts in number 9. So getting back to the goaltending issue, when you have a lot of sustained pressure in your zone, it just wears on your nerves. And when you're going up and down quite a bit, That gear gets very heavy very quickly. And in the summertime, in a rink that's not air conditioned, where it's humid outside, you're going to lose a lot of fluid. So these goaltenders from Great Britain certainly have their work cut out for them. But hey, hats off to the Great Britain team, right? I mean, they're showing up here competing against 4 teams that have a lot of World Championship experience as Canada makes it 10-0. It's not easy to show up and compete against teams that have been doing this for a while, and let's just be honest, obviously have an advantage in skill level. Great Britain relatively new to the sport of ball hockey, but they're doing everything they can here to try and keep it respectable, as that goal was scored by number 77, Cassie Drover, her second of the day. 10-0 Canada. Face off one forward by Great Britain deep into the Canadian zone. Ball wrapped around the boards. Going to be carried out by Canada. Cubosa was trying to carry it out. She got stick checked. The ball ends up on a Great Britain player's stick, but kept in at the line and keep there by Faulkner. Sends it back down around the boards. Picked up by Canada. Canada still working along the board, sent finally back behind the net into the office. Let's see what Canada tries to do with this one. They're going to walk it out in front. Shot, good save there. Keegan Hyatt went off the waffle. And it's little things like that, really, that Great Britain needs to work on, where a defensive breakdown is going to occur. I mean, it happens to every team, but you just can't let players of this caliber circle from behind the net out into the front where they're standing 5 to 10 feet with a clean look at the net. You've got to attack the player, and I know the Great Britain coaching staff knows that, but a lot of these players being new to the sport of ball hockey, it's just a coaching point that's going to need to be instilled in these amazing young ladies over the years. And in talking with GM of Canada, Daniel Post, you mentioned that it's just going to take a couple of tournaments like this for Great Britain to really start to compete at the level they need to compete at in order to threaten teams like Canada and the Czech Republic. But Great Britain has their heads held high. They know what they're up against here. 5 minutes gone by in the third period. I don't think they had any illusions about what they were up against. So Canada wins the draw cleanly. 47, who has a hat trick, Naila Vigneault-Sargent, shot that ball wide. Canada behind the net. It's thrown out and then ultimately cleared out by Great Britain as they look to get a line change. Ball picked up behind the net by Team Canada. Defense plays catch. This is a set play. They have an outlet pass here. Zikowicz screaming down the right-hand side. They'll circle around and wait for some help. Back to the defense. Low, hard shot blocked by Truswell from Great Britain. He dumps it in. Great Britain trying to get something going here, but Canada too quick on the ball as it's headed up back to Vigneault-Sargent. So Canada giving chase. They're going to win the foot race to the ball here. Sent along the boards. Canadian defender number 22, Ashley Haley, with a good pinch there, sends it out in front, trying to get it to Vigneault-Sargent, looking for her fourth of the day, but the ball rolled off of her stick. 6 minutes and 20 seconds have gone by here in the third and final period of this contest between Team Canada and the British. Canada up 10-0. Looked like Hyatt lost sight of that after she made the initial pad save. Defense is there to bail her out. Here's Irvine with it, walking in. Gonna let go a wrist shot off of the foot. Good block there by the Great Britain defender. They're gonna go for a clear. Can't get it out, kept in by Canada. Back behind the boards. Canadian player wheeling and dealing, looking for some help, somebody to dish it off to. She's hemmed in along the boards by the British defender. Still hemmed in. Finally, they're able to kick it up to in front of their stick. And now we have a good look at the net by number 19. Shot, good save there. That was Renee Faulkner with a nice low wrister that Hyatt was able to get a pad on. And we're going to have a flooring call here. So the face-off will come back down into the Great Britain zone. 10-0. Canada leading the British. 7:23 elapsed in the third period. And as I mentioned earlier, here in Europe, they run the clock opposite to how we do in North America. So with 7:23 shown on the clock, that's how much time has elapsed. That means 7 minutes and 37 seconds left in these 15-minute periods. I did have a chance to catch up with the referees during the intermission, one from the Czech Republic, one from Slovakia. I was talking with them about their goal in terms of setting a tempo and pace in these affairs for the women's game, and they mentioned that it's important for them to let the players know what kind of game that they're going to call early. And as a follow-up to that question, I asked them, how do they like to call these games in terms of penalties? Do they want to let the players play, or do they want to try and maintain a tight discipline? And both of them said they want to let the players play. Players need to decide championships, and I don't think anybody at home would argue with that. At the end of the day, sports need to be decided by the players and certainly not by the officials. But as I mentioned in the men's division, it's really hard at a championship level for referees to make every call and be in the right position. This is such a fast game. It's so much faster than what you're used to seeing at home in your local rinks and even at your national championships. I mean, these are the absolute best of the best. They're fast, they're quick, the decision-making is quick, and these referees have a hard time maintaining discipline and ensuring, or I should say, maintaining discipline with the players and the coaches. I've certainly seen coaches from various teams get heated with the referees, but at the end of the day, it's a difficult job. So I certainly take my hat off to these referees for doing the best job they could in all these matches, trying to maintain control and discipline. You saw a little bit of extracurricular activity in the boys' game between Canada and Slovakia at the end of the game, and these are young adults. Sometimes emotions get the best of all of us, but who hasn't been there, right? You're 18, 19, 20 years old, somebody gives you a whack on the legs, you just don't take it too kindly, and the next thing you know, you're in a skirmish, and you might be putting your team at a disadvantage. So we've reached the 9-minute mark, elapsed here in the third period. 6 minutes ago, Simpson dumping it in down deep. Sounds like I heard a goal horn there go off in the other arena. See if I can get your score on that other matchup as Canada centers the ball. Good block there by the British defender. Canada regains possession. Dumped in deep. Here comes Simpson screaming down the wing. Good poke check there by the British player. Over to, I've called her name a lot, number 47, Nayla Vigneault-Sargent. She's got the hat trick in this game. Looking for number 4. Backhander goes wide. I think it hit a body in front. Picked up along the boards by Team Canada. They gain possession. Sent up to the sideboards where Simpson is battling, hemmed in by the British defender. As the ball is sent down the length of the rink, no flooring, waved off by the referee. With 4.5 minutes to go in the third period, 10-0 Team Canada. So if you want to see live scoring, folks, you can certainly go to stats.isbhf.com. There's a link to it from the main isbhf.com webpage. And I just checked it on my phone here, and it looks like it's 3-1 Czech Republic over Slovakia. Certainly a lot of fans in attendance at that game, is just like with Canada and the United States, they are arch rivals. Very heated affairs, those matchups, as Canada gets goal number 11. So that game over there is for the second and third position, which, if I had to make a prediction, is not really going to matter because they're going to face each other in the round robin. In the semifinals. I believe it's going to be Canada and the United States. Canada's locked up for number 1 seed. Barring a miracle tomorrow for this British team against the Czech Republic, it's going to be the United States as the 4th squad going up against this powerhouse Canada at number 1, and then it'll be Czech Republic and Slovakia in the rematch. Number 2 versus number 3 as Canada goes out in front, and the ball finds the back of the net here for goal number 12. Again, Great Britain knows what they're up against. This is a Canadian team with a lot of experience. They have a lot of talent on this squad. I don't think they had any illusions about winning this game, but they want to keep it respectable and make sure that the players get the experience. I think that's what counts when you're a young and up-and-coming team and you're going up against a much more experienced team. You got to get these players experience, and sometimes losses like this are needed to build character, but more importantly, for the coaching staff to go back into the locker room and to the hotel room and back home and show the videotape to the players and say, here's where we can improve, right? Here's some of the things we can do that will help us in the next tournament as Canada gets goal number 13. So 13-0 Canada, just over 3 minutes remaining. Let's manage to get the clear out as we hit the 3-minute mark remaining. 13-0 Canada. They've dominated from the opening face-off, and really to be expected. They have significantly more talent and experience than does this up-and-coming Great British squad. As there was a nice pad save there by Tegan Hyatt, who came in relief for Caitlin Woolley. Each of them has faced probably 30 shot attempts, if I had to guess, as Canada gets goal number 14. So 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this affair, 14-0 Canada. Good positional save there. Tegan Hyatt again. Probably save number 31 at this point. Canada regains possession, good poke check by Great Britain. They do manage to get the ball out. 2 minutes left in the third period. Canada really no reason to throw any more shots at the net here. They've already secured the number 1 seed, but we'll see what they decide to do. 14-0 Canada, minute and a half remaining. Looks like they are going to throw some more shots at the net. And goal number 4 We've called her name a lot tonight. Nayla Vigneault-Sargent makes it 15-0. So Canada with the #1 seed. I'll go ahead and say they're going to face the United States tomorrow, barring a miracle that this feisty Great Britain squad can somehow manage to defeat another powerhouse team, the Czech Republic. Currently is leading Slovakia 3-1 in the other ring. Minute 21 remaining.
Star 23, 39. Ball for Team Canada. Ball by number 47. Nayla Vigneault-Sargent. Match ball 0-15.
Ball dumped in with a minute remaining. Down deep into the Canadian zone. Trying to ride out the string here. Canada still pressing. Here comes Nayla Sargent-Vigneault again. She has 4 goals, the leading goal scorer for Canada. 45 seconds remaining. And she gets goal number 5. So Vigneault-Sargent has put 5 into the back of the net, and there's 39 seconds left in this game. For those of you watching at home here on this live stream, you can get all the scoring results by visiting the ISBHF.com website and clicking the stats link, or you can go directly to stats.isbhf.com. We do have live scoring in effect for this tournament, so you can catch up on who's put the ball in the back of the net and who's assisted on each of those goals. 30 seconds remaining. Canada puts in number 16. And Great Britain just trying to offer words of encouragement to the backup netminder, Tegan Hyatt. I mean, at the end of the day, folks, lessons like this are important for all of us to learn when you're going up against, really in any sport, or in life in general, when you just outclassed and outmatched because there's a talent differential, there's an experience differential. You just need to take some lumps sometimes in life. It doesn't mean you need to quit, and that's not what Great Britain is doing here. But these experiences do build character, as cliche as that sounds. All of us have to take lumps in life at some point. I'm certainly not going to stand here on my soapbox and lecture you folks in the audience watching at home. 18-0 Canada. So Great Britain will take their lumps. They will go back to the dressing room, regroup, talk about what they need to do in their final match tomorrow against the Czech Republic. But this one is going to end 18-0. So that's a wrap. Canada 18, Great Britain nothing. Canada secures #1 seed. They won all